Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, I claimed this legendary RAETEE2. This is after completing the 31st job in the region 8, and of course I'm going to share with you the gift code right now. Alright, so once you key in the cargon, then you get 50 event keys. Not too bad after all, right? So in this last competition, we didn't really start off well. We have in the last place, but of course we will work hard to hopefully keep within the top 5 and henceforth get enough of those coins and event keys. So this is it. Really fantastic train here. With this really nice legendary train collected. We just have one more missing legendary to go. You can see here, I've completed the whole region 8 collection already. So it's really happy. So if you've been wondering where to get that legendary, this after completing 31 jobs in region 8, right? So that's how you do it. So where we are in the last competition, then towards the end of this very futuristic event. So I mean, we have been a long while, and this last competition will be the longest of them all. So just got to work hard, and then probably we may be able to claim that rare train after all. So probably going to give that common train a miss. If we do not have sufficient of 1,200 keys, then probably we'll give the rare train a miss and just claim the common train and exchange the rest for the parts itself, maybe like gold parts or whatnot. So really have to work really hard in the last competition, but of course this is only if you're really after any particular train. Otherwise you can take a break and wait for the next new event coming about. So here we are getting another train from the container. Alright, so you can see here rare trains, and of course just gonna keep on going, and you can see icons are whenever there's one they're gonna prompt you and you're just gonna change it. So okay, so there's an old gentleman here, but I'm gonna like to change back to my Santa Claus icon. So generally icons are collected either from events or when you have first place in the event competition, or when you completed the last job in the region. Like I've already said, I collected the legendary train. Of course, to get a legendary train from the 31st job in region 8, there's also a gentleman icon. So that's how you get that icon just now. So in this last competition, definitely is one of the most difficult one, I must say. The fact that once we started really poor in the positioning, there are also people that doesn't complete 100%. Apparently they would be having a better time. I mean, not as demanding in terms of the jobs, and also the fact that the EP will be higher. But also there will be gem spenders because they wanted to collect the full sets of trains from the event. So that's also why sometimes it's getting tougher from especially the 4th, 5th and 6th competition in total. It's very unlike the previous events where normally we have 7 competition. This time around, I think for quite some time already we have only 6 competitions. So this is why we really have to fight really hard. Probably it's a planning in a way to not allow you to claim all the trains. So then that's why they cut from 7 to 6 competition in total. Alright, so here we are really going to level up very soon. You can see here 538, just a bit of gems, but the keys are something they're after. And also the fact that once I think we hit 550, we may be able to claim another dispatcher. So that's something to look forward to. But of course that also means that we should start saving keys, because the moment we spend too much keys, we may not have sufficient once we cross region. Probably we need a lot of keys in order to get more trains. Okay, so there's 2 more jobs need to be done. Every time as you go further, the event keys keep on dropping, and now I think it's dropped to 15. So you can imagine how tough it is just to earn event keys. I think this is deliberate so that you can spend real money in order to get that sufficient keys for your train. So do not fall for the trick. Just keep on going for free to play. That's perfectly fine. So of course saving up keys for the trains really take a lot of effort, and of course if you keep on going, you may be able to change at least 2 legendaries if you have done well in the first 3 competition for the 1000 event coins, and of course save up only for legendaries first, then you follow by epic. Then you gotta decide. For me, after that I will go for so-called that 500 keys special building for 80 populations. Right, so always when we repeat this in every video, it's about the 5 building technique. Apparently, once you have 5 building layouts of low levels, you basically have attractions of building requests of 4. So whenever you build away one that requires too many maps, you just have to one generated in 5th building, hence for the 5 building technique. And with that required for your warehouse upgrade in terms of population, large warehouse is key to winning, and it's something that you constantly be relying on. And of course for trains, you will just stay in the region that you are in, and then subsequently when you move forward, your trains will be left behind. So this is something that's a priority about between a warehouse spacing and trains. So if you're thinking of spending coins, this is something you think about. But of course it's not easy to do warehouse upgrade, so that's something that is always very difficult in terms of using warehouse space solely. So make full use of your factory input and output tray for additional warehousing. So this is something that always urge you to do so that you don't worry about too much of the warehousing, because there's alternative warehousing by using the factory spaces instead. But of course, that's provided you have fully upgraded your factories using gems. Okay, so do a lot of housekeeping sometimes in the warehouse, bin away those stuff that's like very small numbers that's useless but they're taking up warehouse spacing. Alright, so you can see here at this juncture we just currently do a few more jobs here. We still have 6 more trains to go, but sometimes it's not always that you have the items they ask for. Then you just gotta keep on preparing before you send out the dispatches. Okay, so you can see here, very lucky, I mean with sufficient time we will be able to complete it, as well as the other ones. Rare trains are the ones that sometimes they're a bottleneck train, so make sure you upgrade those trains to increase the capacity. Otherwise it takes a long time to deliver just based on 6 capacity rare train. So this is something you gotta work with. Sometimes you know, when you're stuck, especially the tail end of the competition, and once you're stuck with such difficult jobs, so you really have to plan well to make sure you are basically having the sufficient items before you send out dispatches. That's one. And try not to do all the 3 jobs simultaneously, because if you complete all 3 jobs at the same time, you will be faced with 3 surprises. Imagine having 3 surprises of items that you do not have. I think that's a bit disastrous. So there's something you can do at most 2 jobs to be completed at one time. So you always have to prepare to make sure you have the last jobs, the items to be delivered before you do that. So this is something about planning as well, resource prioritization. Alright, so of course now it's really in terms of getting the items ready. I'm just trying my best here. Got 4 more trains to go. Sometimes you do not have warehouse spacing, this is going to be in the way stuff, but I can try my best to make sure we have the sufficient items. Yeah, as well, do remember to collect gold as well as every 4 hourly, so make sure you do that. And once the trains are backed, probably we can ease off some of the warehouse spacing, because I realize I have a lot of nails, so in order to use them up, I'm going to collect timber and then do the orders so they can use up those nails. And of course with that we're going to free up some warehouse spacing in order to move forward to get that window out. So that's how you do it. I mean, generally sometimes the bending away stuff, I know it's really painful. You gotta do it unnecessarily, unless you really need to find ways in bringing down the inventory. Like I said, collect timber to bring the inventory of nails down so you can get spaces for windows. Alright, so here we are, almost done, so we are not too bad. We was 25 and now we are in the 4th position, really working hard as well. Thank you for watching, do like, subscribe, goodbye.